Dr. Stan is there.
Hey,
All that
it's
box that he got us.
time.
Yeah.
Dr. Breakthrough. Good to see you, sir.
Breakthrough with Weetwo.
Larry Jackson.
I just got off the phone with Bishop Delagrantis, so he's supposed to be jumping on.
Excellent. Dr. Stan, I have been trying to get a hold of him, and for some reason he is.
Yeah, he was in shut-in. He didn't even return my calls for a while, but I just did his prayer call today, and so I just talked to him 5 minutes ago, so he should be on.
Excellent. We'll wait for a few more people. I'm just enjoying a cup of coffee and waiting. And
You can have. Let me mute it.
I'm hoping to have Mark, our vice president, join us here in a moment or two. That lovely face over the Golden Gate Bridge. That's just wonderful. You got my attention there, hon.
How's everybody doing?
We're all doing fantastic. Waiting for a couple more people to jump in, and we'll get our Monday meeting together.
Excellent.
Hey, Ian from Jamaica, man. What is it? What is up, man?
Yes, I'm here, Dr. Stan. I'm here.
Hey, Dale grew up in the Caribbean, man.
Are you in the Caribbean right now?
Yes, I'm in Jamaica right now.
Don't know if you know this, but I grew up in St. Thomas, St. Croix, St. Kitts. My dad in the 60s took on several big construction projects, and I literally grew up in the most incredible environment that a man could be grown up in, and that is in the Caribbean, where we were all just people. It was just wonderful.
Oh yeah, it's a beautiful place down here. Really beautiful.
Let's see, we've got waiting for one more, I think.
Larry Jackson caller online, first time being on this presentation.
Welcome, champ.
And I invited Larry.
And Lovey, thank you for inviting me.
Hey, Ian, we want to know, can you send me some good mango from there in Kingston, man?
Oh, I'll try.
Hey, Dale,
good mango come from South Florida, my friend.
We want the authentic from Jamaica.
All I want.
Julie or East Indian.
By the way, you guys have never heard a saxophonist like Phil French. My wife and I are renewing our vows. May 14th, he's going to be playing. But my wife just loves his CDs and his music. But Phil French, humble guy, loves the Lord, and played at Potter's House and for Dr. Tony Evans and others. And so anyway, so we're glad to have him on as well. So.
And I see Alan just joined in. I hope Carol's jumping in.
Carol's signing somebody up. I told her sign him up. We don't need you on here.
All right. Well, I've got my vice president.
She has a wealth of information.
Yeah.
I've got our vice president over here, and right now he's smiling, looking like he's on my wife's computer. So apparently he's Melissa for the moment, but please excuse that.
Okay.
No. He is really Mark Gibbs, our vice president of this company.
Nice to meet you.
Ian, before I get started, you mentioned Caribbean. Are you familiar with ganip, the fruit of a tree called ganip?
Ian, are you out there, sir? You got to unmute.
Okay. Yes, I didn't hear that one. Can you repeat, please?
Are you familiar with a tropical tree fruit known as a ganip?
Oh, yes. That's a common, it's a common fruit here in Jamaica.
That's a save the mangoes, send me ganip, sir.
Okay.
That's what I grew up with. Melissa?
Hey, Rich Bev, I see you out there, Rich Bev. Thanks for joining us.
I have a message you need to take over.
How you doing, Dr. Harris?
Blessed and highly favored, just like you.
Awesome.
I need to hand something over to Melissa and then we'll start.
Yes.
I see my sister over there. How you doing? Pat?
It's good.
Melissa, I need to change before I start the meeting.
Got it.
Take that top message. Copy that. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start the meeting. The purpose of this is to have a Monday meeting. Let me see who needs to be muted. Okay, the purpose of our Monday meeting is to catch everyone up on the last Monday meeting, what we said we were going to do as the team Weetwo, as the community as a whole and the leaderships that are herein, and then kind of fulfill what we did over the week to achieve those goals, and then where we are and what we're heading into for the following week, and then open up to a community environment where anybody can ask any of us anything. I'm the CEO of this project. Mark Gibbs is the vice president. Brian Gallant is our chief technology officer, and we are all here for you as a team. So let's fill in what we were talking about last week. We start off with clarifying our next major goal is to get our coin market cap listing, which requires us to have 2,500 holders, plus or minus in that range. But over that, they will accept us. And that's very important. That is our next major step in the tokenomics and getting our coin recognized globally and being price tracked real time. We've grown in the last week to, let me see where we are right at this moment.
801.
Isn't that beautiful? That's
Yes,
a
sir.
lot up from 300 in 1 week. We're doing fantastic. Now, on the other side, people who joined in a week or so ago have experienced an opportunity to see their 1,500 turn into roughly 15,000.
I can testify you're not lying, and I never looked at my back office one time.
There is no back office, sir. Those are your tokens. That is money in your wallet. You trade it the way you need to. Isn't that wonderful?
It is. It's a wonderful thing.
Okay,
Especially
it's
since
wide
I've got
open.
about 7.2 million locked up with one company and 2.4 million locked up with another company. So people, they almost can't believe when I tell them, no, you can pull out at any time. And actually the CEO teaches you, after you get a certain amount, go ahead and take your initial out, just run off the house money. And this really is for the people. So we appreciate you and what you're doing here. And and they keep saying, well, if there's no recruiting and there's not an affiliate program, why are you telling us? I said, well, because I go to a good movie, I tell people about the movie. I don't make any money from the movie, but if I'm your friend and it's something good, and I said, if a person can have $1,500 turn to 15,000 in about 39 days, and I said, if that happened for you and I was your friend, you were my friend, and you didn't tell me and I found out about it, I'd be upset with you. So I feel like those lepers in 2 Kings said, we do not well if we don't share this good news. And so I said, so, you just got to share it because you want to help people. And I think we're creating, Dell, a win-win scenario. As you mentioned, this happened even before we hit the 2,500, but to hit the 2,500 allows you to go a little further. And so If we can get Antoine to mute himself out there a little bit, I think. Anyway, so we can get to that 2,500. So it's like we're creating a win-win-win. So you join us, we'll help your money be hired so your money works for you and makes more money, has babies. I like to call it turn your slow-moving turtle money into fast reproducing jackrabbit money. And then you help us because the sooner we get to that 2,500, then we can get closer to our objectives and be able to reach more people and so forth. And so it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. So again, just want to thank you publicly for you and the team for what's happening here. And I'm glad to be part of that. This is Black History Month, man. You're supposed to tell them I'm part of the team. What's up?
You are part of this team. We have a beautiful picture of you about to go up on our website as part of our lead team, the enthusiasm behind the engine. And yeah. Now you just have to deal with the fact that once I put you up there, you got to live up to your reputation.
Oh, come on, bro.
You call me out, I'm gonna call you down.
We got character, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm not a character, but I also have character.
I'm both.
So we'll exceed it. How's that? How about that?
Very
by the grace
good.
of God. By the grace of God.
Here's one of the interesting things that you brought up is talking about the marketing. A lot of people that are coming in here are accustomed to affiliate marketing and multi-level marketing, and they say, well, how does it benefit me? Well, if you get your position and 1,000 other people come in above you, it doesn't matter if Tony brought them in, if Dr. Breakthrough brought them in, if Alan brought them in, suddenly your position is going to be 10x where you were. And unlike an affiliate program, you don't need to call me and tell me when you want to trade your Weetos. You want to buy more, sell some? Dr. Breakthrough did a test. I watched him do it because everything on the blockchain is transparent. And I saw him pull out a little bit of money. And I said, yes, good. Now he knows it's real. Is it real, Dr. Breakthrough?
It's real, man. It's real.
Anytime
like,
you want to trade it.
Hey, Dale, not like
Yes,
the
sir.
millions I can't take out in these other accounts that I have. so it's real. And matter of fact, someone was signed up today and I didn't have enough BNB. So I said, let me demonstrate how to take money from your account when you're ready and you need to. And so I did a screen share, took the money from my account, and then actually sold them the BNB so they can upgrade their account even more. So it's a beautiful thing.
Excellent, excellent. And like I said, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who brings anybody in. The only thing that matters is that we get the word out, and the more people that join in, the more they'll make, but the more you'll make, just in the nature of building this thing to the penny price tag that we're shooting for. Now you think
is that why you're called We2 Team? My acronym for team, TEAM, together everyone accumulates money. Let me say it again.
Team We2.
Together everyone accumulates money. So without affiliate program, without any referral thing, yes, when people join, when the tide rises, all the boats rise, right? So the value of this token is going to continue to go up. And so, yeah, there's no referral links or anything like that, but technically everybody benefits when anybody shares. And so that's what I love. We have really one huge, I like to call it success line, Dale, where each of us help to create the success for the rest of us. And then not to mention, we're doing good by doing well. So I'm gonna be quiet, man, let you do your deal.
I wonder which one of us talks the most. Well,
it's a tie.
I'm not in a race to outdo you, sir. You've got some energy. Team We2 has come together in the last week, and we have produced some contacts for the company that we are now scheduling out exactly when and where I and the management team will be on live radio. 2 separate stations we're working on, and we'll basically have about 2.5 million audience globally from the 2 radio stations. Dr. Stan is working on something with Bishop to get us some Houston TV time. We are going to do nothing but plow through this. One of our associates, whom today purchased a significant holding in We2, they're bringing on some celebrity action to where we may have some very upfront celebrity personalities pushing us. And that will take us beyond anything that we could have comprehended getting done in a couple month period of time. Those are some things that we have in the works right now. And as soon as those dates are solidified, where it's April this, the Weetwo team will be on this radio station at this time, you will be the first people to be notified. And these things are going to take us to the next level. At the same time, we've got and Brian can correct me if we're not doing it correctly, if I'm not saying it correctly, but Bogue Finance, we have our listing there, and soon our token logo will show up. And right now, I'm just double checking to make sure it didn't come up while we're talking. No, they're still working on it. But now at Bogue Finance, you can search Weetwo by its name and the contract will come up, and you can trade Weetwoos for BNB and BNB for Weetwoos on Bogue Finance. And that's a step forward. So that's something that we've accomplished in the last week. We have the logistical part of the listing to where you can go on and search Weetwo by its name, and it will pull up the right contract address, and it's tracking our price and our market cap and our trades real time. And shortly, as soon as everything's approved, our Weetwo token image, our beloved little puppy dog icon, will show up on Bogue Finance. So that's one of the good accomplishments we pulled off in this week. Now, as soon as we get coin market cap, we show up everywhere. So that's our big next thing, is how do we get to 2,000 holders? We've grown by hundreds in the last week. So between now and next Monday, how do we get this thing up to our 2,500 holders? Brian, do you have anything to add to our Bogue Finance update and any other updates we're up to at this moment?
Nope, right now Bogged is currently, we've got the pull request in, so we're just waiting on them to run the update. Looking at what I can see, it's taking anywhere from a week to 2 weeks in order for them to actually do anything. So hopefully we'll get it this week, maybe next week.
Okay. Yeah, it took us 4 or 5 weeks to get our BSC scan listing going. So I understand. Perfect. Mark, do you have anything to talk about, particularly in what Dr. Breakthrough had to say about us getting people to trade and what we're going to do from there?
You know, we've talked about doing a couple of short videos, and basically so many people, and no matter what you're investing in, whether it be the stock market, whether it be real estate, whether it be the cryptocurrency, most people are programmed with the idea of getting in and getting out. We want to educate them to show them that getting in at multiple steps, dollar cost averaging, and the same on the way out. So people aren't paying the increased, what are we calling it? The tariff, the tax,
So we have this one and we're gonna ride it.
If you get out in a big way, you get charged more. But if you want to go out, just divide it by 5 and get out 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, 1/5, you're out. But you spread it over time, it does yourself a benefit, makes you more money. It does a benefit to the company, less impact. But Dell and I have been trying to talk about creating some
I'm gonna treat all my roller coasters.
that will get us to explain that on an easy level.
Yeah, excuse me, got a little background noise. If you make me co-host, I can help mute some of the folks out there.
Okay. Let me see. Is that us?
We want to, Mark, you're doing an excellent job. We want to make sure that the message doesn't get, so if you can make me co-host somebody, then I can make sure our Dr. Danette Fishburne Scott, make either one of us co-hosts, we can assist and help when people are unmuted.
That's the only thing I can do for you, Doctor, is you're now host. I can't find co-host, but you are now host.
Okay.
Got faith in you, my friend.
All righty. All right, Mark, we apologize. Go ahead, sir.
No, not a problem at all. I mean, that's kind of it.
Okay, you got to unmute. I apologize. I think we hit the wrong. Did you get, you're muted again.
I'm
There you
now
go.
unmuted again. All right. Sorry, guys. That's basically Dell and I's goal for this next week is to start the education stream so that we can teach people how to make more money.
You mentioned 2 short videos. What would the other video be about?
The other problem,
Purchasing and getting in is one of the ones we're working on, is because a lot of
Exactly.
us here know how to get in. And there's about 1 million people, English speaking, in the crypto environment that instantly know how to get in and out of altcoins. Well, that's one market. But for Weetwo to work, we need to be dealing with tens of, if not 20 times that, millions of people, and they don't understand how to set up their wallet, buy their BNB, do their KYC, create a company where they can move the money back and forth, and then buy the Weetwoos. And then the second video being, how do you properly trade something so that you're building equity with every trade?
Right.
Well, actually, we have a gentleman that I'll be putting you on the phone with him, Dell, but we're going to have Weetwo Academy, where he'll have it built out with a whole bunch of different videos. So there's some things we've been working on the scene. I should have told you sooner, but anyway. Yeah, it'll be a one-stop shop, and just like you said, step by step, so everybody needs.
We've all experienced having somebody that says, hey, I want to get in. And 2 days later, they're calling up and they're like, I can't get my money in. I can't get, I can't buy BNB. So just getting in seems to be the biggest stumbling point for the first timers. And that's what we need to get around, because I could name off a dozen people I've talked to in the last 2 weeks that all want to get in. And I check up on, have you set up your wallet? Well, some of them have set up wallets, but they can't get their cash in. Some of them have gone to Binance USA, but can't get verified. I mean, we just got to get the little things done so that people can buy in and get going. Once they're in, it's an easy process.
But once they're in, it's a set it and forget it process.
And if you don't mind, make the videos easy, short, and to the point, if you don't mind.
And Dell had brought that up to me, and we were hoping these things are 2 to 4 minutes.
Perfect.
Just quickie things that people can take a nugget of information and be done. Otherwise, you overload them. We've all experienced that.
Yeah, and we did one this afternoon, and I'd hope Steve is part of the team, and he's having a hard time for some reason getting on. And he and I and Carol, and I don't see Carol here, Carol Hudson, but we went through an entire series today getting him to convert. He had Ethereum in one wallet, and I recorded the whole session and talked him through how to convert his Ethereum to BNB, move it to a BSC address, and then buy Weetwoos. And we did it both on Pancake and on, I don't know if we used Bogued or PooCoin, but we did a series of videos. Now I'm going to edit through those, sharpen them up, but that's only one video for one problem. I have Ethereum or I have Bitcoin. How do I get that over to Weetwoos? But the real important one is I want to buy $50 worth of B2 or Weetwo, and I've got cash on a debit card, a bank card. How do I get my $50 investment? Because we've got a lot of buyers coming in at big money, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. They're going to make a lot of money. But what I really need is, instead of 100 people with 5,000, I need 5,000 people with $100.
Don't worry, we'll have a whole lot more than that, bro. I got a few plans for you.
Okay, shock me. I trust that man. He's got some surprises coming for us. Okay, any more questions directly? Because I think we've pointed out, I'm looking forward to hearing what Vincent Beasley's got planned for us. I'm going to bring him on board to talk to us for a minute or two. I've not seen anything out of him from email, but he bit off a big thing, so it might take him a couple days to get it together.
Right. Absolutely. I'm sorry I was coming on late. I have an Airbnb here in South Florida. I'm getting it ready for some people coming in. We're getting ready to dig a pool. I got a gym. It's a whole lot of stuff. So I got caught up working on the door. So I'm sorry I came in late trying to fix this place up. But in the interim, I'm not finished compiling what I'm proposing regarding my marketing, what we're proposing to do. So I'm gonna need a couple more days. I got kind of sidetracked with some personal stuff, but I'm very excited about actually presenting these opportunities to give us a higher platform, because I own a network on the Roku network. I have a few of the things that we can present, and to bring the infant, to bring this niche to the infancy of a whole lot of people. So give me a couple more days so I can shoot some emails over to you regarding what I'm proposing. But in the interim, I want to know what's the status of the stock of the stock. And me and my son actually supposed to be acquiring some tomorrow. So
you mean the token? The token.
Yes, the token. So can I please get an update on what the token value is now, so I can do a proportion regarding where we were last week?
You really probably, if you haven't bought from last week, you probably don't want to know this, but we've lost a 0, Vincent. So where we were at 8 zeros and a 4, we are now 7 zeros and
that's not good.
1 6.
Oh man. Okay, let me put 7 0. Oh, I missed that. 7 zeros. And 7 zeros what?
1286.
Wow. So what I'll do is a ratio proportion based on where we were then and where we are now, so I can see in relative real time the progression. For us to lose a 0 means a whole lot. I'm excited. You know,
that's a 10x for everybody. Right now we're at 10x for everybody that bought a week ago. Their $1,000 should be close to 10 grand.
You're joking.
Yeah, that's what I do all day. I joke. That's all I do. I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, drive 13 miles to this office to sit here and make jokes all day. Yeah, no, I'm just giving him a hard time. Man, no, we've gone up 10x in the last week.
Oh no, I'm gonna kill my son because he's in charge of the finance. He was supposed to do 2,500 yesterday, and he's gonna get it. I say, do 2,500. We're going in small so we can tell people we're. Oh my God, I missed that, bro. I'm gonna kill him.
No, there's still plenty of time to get 100x, 1,000x, and 10,000x, but you just missed the 10x.
Dandruff. Anyway, moving forward, dandruff. So I'll give him the update. It's good to see this growth is progressing, so I can see in real time where we were last week, where we are now. So it's moving like we predicted, and we haven't even introduced the marketing opportunities that are available and bringing in we don't have a strong synergy yet, and it's still moving. That just goes to show the level of enthusiasm that it has in international capacity. Everybody loves animals. I love animals.
Well, I spent several midnight, and I say midnight, actually get up at 1 o'clock my time, shower, pretty myself up as much as possible. That means blur the screen. But get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and talk to some people we're working with in Mumbai. And they are some major, now India has completely legitimized and legalized cryptocurrency. We have a field of people who should be joining in the coming days to our Monday meetings for the group, for everybody. But they're going to, one of the gentlemen has over 1 million people that follow him in the crypto space in the Mumbai region. And we are setting up a presence in Mumbai where in the coming weeks, we should have a physical, I'm going to probably say within 90 days, we'll have a physical presence in Mumbai and be starting a veterinarian outreach in Mumbai and doing charitable works in Mumbai at the same time, starting our first charitable works here in the US. And we're only talking about 1 million holders. So if you missed last week's potential of a 10x, when I bring on an entire country now dedicated to
Come on.
legitimized cryptocurrency, I'm not a financial advisor. I can only give you my opinions, but my opinion, my friend, is you better get some weakness in your pocket.
Well, Dale, I have one of my guests that texts me and says, hurry, sign me up now.
Well,
Dell, my people were running to try to get in because they know what's happened. Well, you know what's happened with the people, and that meeting, you know, is the first Wednesday of April. You're gonna be on that radio.
They're working out they're working out the schedule right now, but yes, in the coming days of April, we are going to be on an international radio, a syndicated radio station. So we'll be on online radio and regular FM radio, AM radios here in the US, but then it's syndicated across, how many countries? I think he said about 20 that are gonna, yeah. And so 1st of April, we're gonna hit that community. That should be right in the same timeline when we're setting up a ladies and gentlemen, I'm setting up a physical presence in Mumbai.
Wow.
Not just some people there, but an actual physical presence in Mumbai to headquarter our Indian outreach.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I tell people. I tell them, don't wait, do it now. Like my one guy, well, the doctor that came in, well, you talked to 2 of my doctors, in fact. Yeah, the dental doctor, and then the doctor you talked to out in California.
Yes. And we spent quite a bit of time today working out the details of those interviews, and it goes further than anything I thought you were going to throw on the table.
They call it star power.
So when somebody, Alan, when somebody tells you slow down, let's go slow, let's do this in a titrated manner, tell them, did you run that past Dell? Because I think we're going full on.
Full throttle.
Full throttle, my friend. No, that's impressive. The contacts you brought to the table, not only are they well qualified to push us up a couple of zeros.
Couple zeros at least.
Wow.
So you better get in if you're not in, so you can track it real time on your website.
Tomorrow, I have one question. Unfortunately, I missed Dr. Breakthrough presentation regarding the marketing component, which is one of the most important, the network marketing component. I'm a professional network marketing. I would love to be abreast of what he talked about. Can I go through the video or call you directly so I can get the information regarding the actual marketing part? How can I get updated on that, please?
Well, if everybody behaves themselves, we're going to put the things I don't need to edit out. We'll put this right up on our YouTube channel once this meeting is done, and you can go back through the whole thing. What we were talking about, it's real important, Vincent, to understand is that we're not an affiliated program. We don't have a multi-level marketing aspect to the company, but innately, naturally, the way tokens work, if you take a position here and you and John and Bill and Mary all get 1,000 people in, doesn't matter who brings people in, everybody is lifted up by the community getting larger. So in multi-level marketing, where I track, you brought in John and I give you a $10 credit. In this case, if you bring in John and John brings in 100 of his friends, you're going to go up by a measurable amount, far more than in an affiliate program. But the only big surprise for you and everybody you bring in is you can buy anytime you want. And I have one limitation on when you sell. It's when you feel it's right. That's the only limitation. Sell anytime you want. If I sent you 1 billion tokens, roughly $500-600 worth, and I sent them to you and said, here's a gift, and you turned around and sold it 30 seconds afterwards and put $500 in your cash account, good. That's what they're there for. If you hold it till it's worth 100 grand and put 100 grand in your bank account, up to you, my friend. I put no limitations and everybody benefits. Let's say Dr. Stan and Coach Vince both have good significant holdings, and you bring in 1,000 people, your holding is going to go up by that much, and so is theirs. Doesn't matter who brings in who, we all benefit. The biggest benefit outside of the token trading is all that trading generates fees that support our 501c3 to do the charitable works we're after creating. So the more trading, the more buying, the more selling, the more trading, the stronger the 501c3 is.
So we do good by doing well at the same time. So Dale, my wife, I call her my ABCD, my adorable brown caramel delight. We always say if it's not win, 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 we're not in. But whenever it's win, 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 we're all the way in. And that's what I keep telling people is the beautiful thing is, they're like, well, yeah, but Dr. Breakthrough, what if I never built a team of 1.5 million like you? You don't have to worry about it. But if, because like you mentioned, anytime any of us do anything, it blesses all of us. And anytime all of us get blessed, so this is so we're building a huge community, as you mentioned, that again, it's never been done quite like this before. And quite frankly, Dale, I love the way what you do. Like everybody else preaches hold. I like what you said. They say hodl, they don't know how to spell it, right? But they're trying to get people to hold for their benefit. You're saying, no. Whatever you invest, you get 5, 10 times that, pull out your initial and just let the house money, let that run. Nobody talks like that, right? Because except for you that I know of, and I've been around quite a bit, spoken in all 50 states, 28 countries. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that resonates with a lot of people. Your mission resonates with a lot of people. I'm not big into the dog thing, but I'm big into my making money and using money to be able to give, to bless other people and so forth. Although, so we have so much here that so many people, but again, once we get this thing systematized, then it's going to be so duplicatable, so easy that literally people will be like, slow down, y'all, slow down. So, but that's all coming. Like I said, we've got a gentleman that's will basically have a We2 Academy, step-by-step videos, walking people through each and everything. So folks, you're at the right place at the right time. Don't let grass grow underneath your feet.
Yeah, you don't want to be living on that island by yourself, Dr. Breakthrough. So I tell all my friends, I don't want you to be left behind and tell you I told you so.
Right.
I want you to be with us all.
Well, this project is run with full-on integrity. We are legitimate Delaware corporation set to go public with a Delaware corporation 501c3 formation. As soon as I get confirmation of approval from the IRS, I will turn that book around and let everyone see the name of the foundation. It's right here on the shelf, waiting to be swiveled around as soon as we get confirmation. We are also filed with the SEC to become a licensed fintech company. So we will be a licensed SEC fintech.
Come on.
Not somebody skirting around the edges, my friends. A corporation set to go public that is a registered SEC fintech. That's where we're going. That's how we're rolling. And we're going to roll faster and faster. As long as somebody keeps propping me up and handing me cups of coffee, I'll go. Right?
That's called a breakthrough.
It's about to break through, my friend. It's going to go. This is going to go. Yeah, I think we're going to break 2 zeros in the coming. I would be surprised if we don't lose 2 zeros in the coming 60 days.
Whoa.
Now that's 100x. So you put in $1,000 in 60 to 90 days, you pull out 100 grand. But while you're doing it, you'll be creating the wealth and the engine that lets our 501c3 prosper and commence its mission of minimally a surgery per day. Now, what's that surgery a day? We're going to save a dog every day or a cat every day. Yes, but that a cat or dog is attached to a family filled with love. So when we save that dog, we're saving that family from these feelings. And if we can save one family per day, we're stepping ground in the right direction. Because Dr. Stan talked to me a couple days ago, and we were talking about getting our morning going. And he said, "What are you doing?" And I said, "What I do every day, make good feelings and share them with everybody around me." That's what I do. I create good feelings and then share them. Some people think I'm goofy as hell. Okay, I go to the grocery store.
Goofy as heaven. Goofy as heaven.
I leave people laughing in the line at the grocery store because I create good feelings and I want to share them with everyone.
Awesome. Hey, Phil French has a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So Phil, just unmute your line, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for the invite, Dr. Stan. Excuse me, Mr. Delano. I heard you say about becoming our own fintech. So basically, as a fintech, we'll have debit cards. It's going to be a usable token / crypto.
Part of our app that we're creating for the veterinarians is that there will be a debit card and a debit account hooked to their bank accounts as registered veterinarians. There will be a non-vet version of the software for our holders, again, including a debit account, and you will be able to exchange multiple different cryptos into 100, and somebody correct me if I get this wrong, but 130 different fiat currencies globally in 140 some different countries. If that's correct me if I'm wrong there, Mark, but I think it was that we have 130 fiat currencies we'll be able to exchange to. So if you're in India and you want to exchange your Weetwo tokens into the cash you prefer, you'll just do it through our app and drop it straight into your bank account. Yes, sir. As a global fintech, that's the contract we're working out with our bank right now. And it is going to be a 6-month process. Just getting the artwork for the debit card approved is a 30-day, regardless of the outcome of the review. Just simply from day we submit it, 30 days later is when they'll give us an answer of whether they approve our artwork. If
you're saying that's a 6 month, that's 6 months down the line that the fintech will actually be in place.
We are actually a fintech right now. By the definition, we are a fintech, but we're creating being a licensed SEC globally approved fintech with the bank account exchange systems that will be able to offer all of our holders and all of our customers a multi-directional exchanging.
Okay, so I got you. So
on the happiest side, if everything went perfect, we could have it all done in 3 months, but that's just not going to happen. It is seriously going to be a 3 to 6 month process before we start rolling out the debit cards for the account. But that's a fantastic question, and thank you for putting me to the deadline and the wire line on that one.
No, I'm not trying to put you on a wire line. I was just trying to totally comprehend in my small mind exactly what you were saying. So when it comes down to like as becoming our own fintech, are we going to be, as a company, the whole banking transactions? Are we going to be collecting the fees as our own fintech, or is something that's going through the bank? Or are we going to be our own banks in this process, or are we actually going to go through a bank, a regular bank?
We will go through a multinational bank to handle the SWIFT account exchanges, but we will be our own fintech, and we will receive fees into the company, the pay company side, from the exchanges. When they exchange Weetos for rupees, we'll get a small exchange fee. When they move money from their bank account into buying Ethereum or Bitcoin or Weetos or BNB in that account, we'll get a small fee. When they go down the road and use that debit card to buy a soda, no fee.
So that's good. So I got one more question on that. So is there like going to be a node program to generate the points or whatever it costs to process these transactions for the company?
Bill, that's an interesting question that you know that much about this. We are working on that, and Brian and I are working on a very, very difficult wing of this project that I'm trying to fund the development team for him to manage. And we will basically become our own crypto verification node system and have,
Okay, great. That's
have
great.
licensed validators,
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
we will be proof of stake, not proof of work. Am I correct, Brian, or did I get that backwards?
Yep, no, we'll definitely be using proof of stake, which is also known as Casper to some, but yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. That's great. Okay, thank you, man, for answering my calls. My question. That's great. I appreciate that.
Phil, that is what our Monday meeting is about. We talk about what we said we'd do last week, what we accomplished, where we want to go, and then open the floor to an AMA structure where you have the vice president, the chief technology officer, the crazy guy that volunteered to be in the front and of center, always getting shot at. And you've got us on the wire, man. You ask us questions. I want to hear everybody pull out hard questions. Say, this is what I want to know. And these are the meetings. This Monday meeting is where we tell everybody. Nothing's hold back. Nothing.
Okay, cool. I'm going to reach out to Dr. Stan and share something with him that he can probably present to you. Also, in reference to the whole fintech process. Also, that the node program. I got a great idea for you. So yeah, I don't want to take up the call now for it, but I appreciate you answering my call, sir.
Excellent.
I have one question. So let's say right now, if I refer 300 people to our niche exciting situation, there's a way for it to be tracked so they'll know that I referred the various people?
No.
No?
No.
Okay.
We have no idea 10x number to the next. I know which wallet buys, but I have no idea who they are. I have, and this is the anonymity of crypto, is I can send you Weetos or BNB or Ethereum or Bitcoin, and you know I sent you those coins, but the rest of the world only knows that this address sent it to that address. So we're not interested in keeping track of which 300 people you sent. But this is the part we need to learn. I need to learn a way to get this idea to the multi-level marketers.
Okay.
One of my dearest friends was one of the greatest attorneys in multi-level marketing. He helped create Amway and Excel Communications. He was a phenomenal man when he was alive and one of my dearest friends. He's passed. Won't talk about him. But I have that heart of a multi-level marketer in me. But in this case, I want to communicate to those multi-level marketing people, it doesn't matter who brought those 300 people in. Because let's say Phil, Ian, Dr. Stan, they've all got a half a trillion tokens, 500 billion tokens. They're all worth 7013. You bring in 3 people, it's going to be 7023 or 43, and everybody is going up. Doesn't matter. And then Dr. Phil brings in 300 people, and it goes to 7 zeros and a 5. Now we're 50 times what we were last week. And it doesn't matter who brings anybody.
I understand. I get it.
Dell, I mean, Vincent, I've been in direct sales for 35 years. I own a VCAR Global, a technology company and everything. And the people I brought in have been in my organizations and they're shareholders in my company and stuff. This has nothing to do about network marketing. If you went and bought Bitcoin, that's what it is like right here. You're buying Weetwo tokens, and the more people that get involved and the more people that get introduced to this, what happens, you create a frenzy. And what's going to happen here is you have expansion and growth off the charts. It's going to go viral. So you're in the beginning of a company that's going to go viral here sometime this year. Like it's going to go out of control. And that's what he's talking about, dropping zeros. So not only do you win, if you bring in people, we all win. If you bring in people, if I bring in 10,000 people in my group, you're gonna win because that all counts with the tokens going up. So just cancel out network marketing. Get involved today and enjoy the ride. And take your friends, tell them, keep doing what they're doing, but put some money over here so you can do your 401k and multiply it.
Okay, I get it. That's
where
my question.
And where multi-level marketing companies, except for a few great ones that do actuaries, and Cindy and Leo and I have been talking about some of their things and doing actuaries for projects, is a lot of people, they look at their actuary for their multi-level marketing project and they realize within 24 months, it's going to be a dead puppy. That's his, unless you can figure out a way to find another planet and get another billion people to sign up, in 24 months, it's a dead project. Or others, they run the actuaries so that the payouts make it so it lasts 48 months or a couple of years. The companies like Amway that have been here through history have very small payouts. Okay, that's how they make it last indefinitely. And there, in an actuary on a multi-level marketing, there's the death zone, and then the next curve is the where it lives forever. And if you write your comp plan so it lives forever, your company will take years and years to develop, but your grandkids will still be running it. If you make it so it pays everybody this crazy amount of money where you put in 25 and walk away with 2,500, she's going to be dead in 24 months because you can't sign up 20 billion people. And that's multi-level marketing. In this scenario, we're building for the long haul, where you put in, invest yourself in a couple grand, a couple hundred, whatever you're comfortable with. And we go from 800 holders to 8 million holders, you're going to have a fortune. But the company is the steady pace growing by, it might go like this, but the way it's structured, it will support itself the whole way. And we won't get into a situation where, oh my gosh, Dell, we've got 20 million people signed up and we can't go any further. It's not how this one works. It can keep growing. And the company, as a responsible fintech, will continue to burn tokens and give it room until we grow past a penny. Go, you sit down real quick, get your calculator, Vincent, and say, I bought $1,000 at 7 zeros, and now there's only 1 0, and tell me what that thousand's worth. You're muted.
Dell, can you just address the liquidity pool for those who have been part of a company that didn't understand some proper things to do as far as crypto?
Okay.
Just briefly.
This one takes a sip of coffee. When you create a legitimately traded token, there are a couple axioms that you have to stand on. Axiom 1, do not limit the person when they can buy or when they can sell. Do not make them jump through hoops to pay you fees or bring people in before your address is qualified to sell 25% of your holdings, jump through this hoop and get to 50 holdings. A legitimate trading engine token should be buy when you want, sell when you want. We trade 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Christmas, holidays, doesn't matter. Even a little extra time for leap year, but we're trading all the time. Sell when you want, buy when you want. That's a big difference. Now, the other one is known as the liquidity pool. What liquidifies our token?
Come on.
We've all seen some projects out there where you put your BNB in and you're supposed to have the ability to pull out some rewards, but there's no liquidity pool because there was no third-party automated market system running to do this. A legitimate token has a liquidity pool. A serious legitimate token locks the liquidity so it can't get rug pulled on you. So right in the middle of you going and growing and growing and growing, and suddenly there's no liquidity and you're worthless again, legitimate token locks that liquidity, makes it so nobody can pull it out from underneath of you, and you can exchange Weetos for BNB anytime, day or night, whenever you want to, with no equivocations. The next step, which we have already taken the first step at, is burning liquidity. That means where we take BNB, match it with Weetos, put it in the liquidity pool, and then throw ownership of those liquidity tokens, not to a time lock, but to infinity, where it can't be pulled out. We already have 1.2% of our liquidity pools burned. That means right now, if I find myself as the receiving victim of a plane crash, and you guys are left without a CEO, and you have to rely on Mark Gibbs to run this project, he's good. He's good. Trust me, he's good, or I wouldn't have asked him to join me. But CEO's gone, Benson burns down. The token is now set, as of us burning liquidity, that nobody can ever completely pull out that pool, and she will always trade. As long as the Binance blockchain is still running, Weetwo Token is now set that she is perpetual and will never get her rug pulled. As each liquidity holder, our founding members, liquidity becomes mature, and they can take and reap the great profits, and I'm talking some really good profits, for being the early day liquidity providers, but they're locked. As they come unlocked to where they can cash in, our token is set, our contract is set to fill that liquidity position with burned liquidity. So when, let's say, person John and his 16 LP tokens come due that he can cash them out and take his 80 grand profit, Weetwo contract is going to burn 16 LP tokens and keep this girl going indefinitely. Right now, there's no pulling her rug completely. Oh, you could bring her price down, but you can't get her lower than where we started. And she will always trade. As we go forward in the months and years ahead, that liquidity pool will grow. That's over on the debt address where it can't be pulled out ever again. And we'll be at the point where somebody can cash in $1 million worth of Weetos and it won't affect our price.
Wow. Coach Vince has his hand raised.
Yes, Coach Vince, go ahead.
Yeah, excellent presentation. Thank you so much. I had a question though. Is there a hard cap or a maximum limit of Weetwo tokens in supply?
Oh my gosh, yes. We are hard capped. We're a depreciating token. So when I started the token, I created a quadrillion tokens. Sounds like a lot, but immediately burned 51%. We have 489 trillion tokens currently in the public float. All of those tokens have been liquidified through Pancake. So they all have minimal value. Now, as we move forward to be able to allow our token to grow to a penny, we have to destroy a lot of that circulating supply. We have 90 trillion tokens set aside for a burn in the coming weeks. And that will reduce us by, well, it'll bring us down below 300 trillion tokens in the trade, in the public flow. And then after that, Weetwo Corporation is going to have to do some hard work, and we're going to have to continue to buy Weetos at the market price and burn them to be able to get our circulating supply low enough to quantify the penny price we're shooting for. It's a complex economic concept, but the Federal Reserve does it to us every day. And I'm just in a position in the tokenomic world to play the role of Federal Reserve, where I have to say, okay, this much has to come out of circulation. But the one thing I can't do and it's not in our contract, another big sign of a scam coin, is if they can mint more tokens. And when you look at their contract, if they can make more tokens than what they currently have, they most likely are not looking out for your best interest.
That's right.
There is no function to generate any new tokens. What we've got, that's it. And as we burn them, the tokens that are in circulation will have more room to grow in overall price.
Good job. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Any more questions from the team? Dr. Stan, what do you have to say?
I think you did an excellent job, and there's no more hands being raised. So again, again, thank you. And it's going to take a while for some people to understand this because they keep asking me, but like you said, we'll just keep explaining to them, like you said, when the tide rises, all the boats rise. And so just know when, if you say, well, because people say, well, I want your referral link. I don't have a referral link, but just know this, when you sign up, I will benefit, but everybody else benefits. So everybody's happy with everybody. So it creates a camaraderie, and this is going to be a powerful, beautiful community. And so this is something, folks, you got to understand the verbiage too. This won't compete with anything that anybody's doing, okay? So you have to know the verbiage. This will not compete with anything that anyone's doing. It actually will complement, enhance, and enable them to do whatever they do better. So I have an owner of a network marketing company that I do some training for that just joined. And so we're working with him to get all of his distributors signed up saying, look, with your company, they got to recruit to make money. If they know their money is busy making money for them, whether, that makes them recruit, they have more confidence now, and they're not coming from a hungry standpoint. They're coming they have a different posture about them. So he's like, man, you're right, Doc. And so I'm telling you, this is the easiest thing. I mean, again, since sliced bread, because everybody, Warren Buffett said it best, you'll work until you die unless you learn to make money in your sleep. Well, here, Dell made it and the team made it. You don't have to make money in your sleep. Your money makes money for you in your sleep, okay? So again, you've worked, in my Breakthrough Money School, we teach, if you don't know how money works, all you can ever do is work for money. Once you learn how money works, you could put money to work for you, because money is a terrible master, but a great servant. And so you now—
God bless you, Dr. Breakthrough. God bless you for saying that. It's one of the biggest things I ever brought to my wife in her heart was when she was asking this, that, and the other about money. And I said, do you really want to know what money is and how it really works? And when it was done, it was hard for her to come to grips with, really? Wow. Is that where it comes from and how it works? That's it. That's how it works. Why can't everybody understand that? It's so easy, but it's different than what we're taught. That's why they teach you that, honey. Now you know the truth.
Well, again, in our Breakthrough Money School, we teach and cover. Robert Kiyosaki said it best, years ago it was against the law to teach Black folks how to read and write during slavery days, because you could ensure that they wouldn't, they're going to try to fight against it, but you could kind of have it. But once they learn how to read and write, they recognize you don't have to be a slave. Then it's like there's no way to stop that situation. So he said there's an unwritten law today against teaching people financial principles so that the powers that be can keep you a financial slave to the system. And so concepts like this and smart contracts and cryptocurrency and so forth, it makes a lot of people afraid because it gives the power back to the people. And you're also, as you heard tonight, you're getting educated, because again, think about this, any financial principle, folks, that you don't know, those that know them can and actually are using them against you. And the sad thing is some people think that people have their best of interests in mind and they're actually taking advantage of you, yet you think they're being friendly, you think they're doing something nice for you. Well, by the time you understand what Dell teaches and what you learn here, your eyes are going to be open, my friend. But again, the greatest thing I can tell you, if you love network marketing, you're going to love this. If you hate network marketing, then you're really going to love this. This is not network marketing, it has nothing to do with it, right? So we got you any way you look at it, my friend. This is for you, and it's going to create a win-win-win scenario. And the Bible puts it best, it's more blessed to give than it is to receive, but you can't give from an empty wagon. So allow this concept to help fill up your wagon while you're doing well, helping animals and families, but then your wagon is filled that now if you decide, you can bless a lot of people as well. So that's what I have to say. And oh, one more thing. The third richest man in the world, Jack Ma, the richest guy in China, said this. If you ask monkeys, if you gave them a choice between bananas and money, they would take bananas every time because they don't understand that the money would empower them to buy more bananas. So the same token, if you ask the average person, do you want fiat currency or do you want cryptocurrency? The average person would take the fiat currency because they don't understand that the cryptocurrency would give them 10 times, 100 times more than the crypto. So in other words, fiat currency is like an escalator going down, it's depreciating. Cryptocurrency, and especially We2s, is like an escalator going up. And so, my friend, we're giving you that opportunity here. And the beautiful thing is at any moment, Dels, at any moment, bam, you can turn that crypto back into fiat currency. Now, the second you turn it back into fiat currency, instead of it going up, now it goes down. But you have that right, you have that opportunity. That's empowering. And we're going to put the power back into people's hands. And so literally, my friend, this is going to be a movement of movements that's going to not just change lives, but literally change cultures. So God bless each and every one.
And we've been getting a question from Coach about a PowerPoint presentation for how to do this and how to buy and function in here. I give you the answer is yes, a PowerPoint would be a great way. We are putting together, after we did some calls and some sample recordings today of how to do some of this. And we're setting up a couple videos to go through for people. We can definitely make that a PowerPoint, which is easy for everyone to share. And Dr. Breakthrough threatened that he's creating a We2 Academy.
Well, actually, that's Coach Mark that's on here. I see him now, but yes. So we're working together and with some other folks.
So I will get those things to you. The CTO has brought it up to me twice in the chat here while I was listening to other people talk, and we'll follow up with you and get some PowerPoint of to help people digest this. And we'll be publishing our full white papers now that we've gone through a little bit of legal review. I didn't want to.
Can they be green papers? Why they got to be white, man?
I don't know. Ain't seen paper yet that's white and don't have black on it. Two work together. But no, we got these white paper things, but we couldn't tell you all the details until we legally make sure that we're not saying something that SEC is going to come around and go, you want to do what? Oh, no. So we didn't publish anything until we've clarified that our mission statement is legal, 100%. In as many countries as we want. China can go jump off a cliff until they legalize crypto. But that's where our white papers and a lot of the presentation explaining some of the depths of how large this fintech is about to be. Right now, we are a multinational, meaning two countries. We got the US, and I've got some people over in the Asian area that has a few tokens. So technically, we're multinational.
Don't forget Jamaica. We got some there too.
If we got tokens there.
Yeah, by the way, we got to give a quick disclaimer to make sure that folks understand. Folks, we are not financial advisors, and the information given in this presentation, this informal Zoom, is not financial advice. The information is for educational purposes only. It is not intended to be a solicitation or recommendation for any specific investment. Cryptocurrency involves risk and is not suitable for everyone. So we hope you understand that and agree to the information provided, again, for educational purposes.
Beautiful disclaimer. I kept it simple that I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm going to only give you my opinion and how I trade things. But thank you, Dr. Breakthrough. That was, by the way, somebody's going to write that down and we're putting it on our next meeting. But we're in a place right now where we're creating something that is currently multinational and having a $6.5 million market cap. We are officially a multi-million-dollar fintech. In the coming months to a year, We are going to be truly a multinational fintech, and we will be a multi-billion-dollar market cap. Everybody in these meetings in the early days, you're exposed to the opportunity to be involved in that. Whether that is something that fits you, that's your call. But we're bringing opportunity and bringing ideas to the table. And we are going to grow Weetwo Inc. into a NASDAQ traded company post haste. That's my mission. That's my goal. Dr. Stan, you want to close our meeting?
That sounds beautiful.
Awesome, awesome. Well, let's close out by, first of all, just unmute if you appreciate what Dell, the other team members are doing here. If you appreciate what you've heard tonight, just unmute and just say something.
Let's
Just
go.
say, hey, you
Let's
appreciate
go.
it. Give me some energy. Come on.
Let's
talk.
go.
Thank you, Dale. Thank you,
Awesome.
Dr.
Yo,
Stan.
wonderful
Ready.
presentation.
Hey,
you.
man, it's
so much.
fantastic. I am so glad I got this all on board. You guys are off the hook. We're going
All
to the
right.
moon.
Can't wait till you do the radio interview.
I can't wait. And
Yeah.
I look forward to the idea of sitting down in studio with a live audience. I think I will enjoy that much more than the radio. But I'm game for wherever this company takes me, wherever you, our team, pushes me, that's where I go. I am 1 inch in front of wherever you guys are pushing me to go. I'm here for you.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
And the way the system works, we're here for each other. So that's what's powerful. So, hey, folks, it's a start that stops most people. So don't let the start stop you. If you've not yet gotten started and you'd like to get back to whoever invited you, get started. And again, my friend, it's going to be an incredible ride, and we'd love to have you along. So remember, this doesn't compete with anything. It'll complement anything that you're doing and actually will enhance, enable, and empower you to do whatever you do better. So if you know anybody who loves pets, this is the place. You know anybody who loves crypto, this is the place. You know anybody that loves community, this is the place. You know anybody that loves integrity, this is the place, my friend. So God bless you. Thank you for joining us.
And I look forward to seeing everybody again. Same bat time, same bat channel next Monday for our Momentous Monday. And again, this is meant to be a recap of what we said last week, what we did with that information, what we plan to do next week, followed up with open forum where everybody can have their say, have their questions answered, and always put your management team. That's Delano Steinecker, Mark Gibbs, Brian Gallant. Put us to task. Ask us the hard questions. And see you all next Monday.
Thank
All right.
you.
Blessings
so
now.
much.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Good night, all.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, thank you, Dylan,
Alrighty.
everybody. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Okay.